Is Kangua a revolutionary epic or simply lost in its grand ambitions? Kangua, directed by Shiva and released in 2024, is an Indian Tamil language epic fantasy action film that presents a sweeping time-traveling narrative. The story spans across two timelines, one in 2024 and another in 1070 AD, following Francis, a bounty hunter, and Kangua, a tribal prince with an ancient vision. My review dives into Kangua's thematic depth, ambitious storytelling, and the issues that hold back its potential. Set in two worlds and eras, Kangua explores a mysterious connection between Francis, a present-day bounty hunter, and Kangua, a warrior prince from a millennium ago. The film alternates between modern Goa and beautifully rendered but conflict-ridden ancient landscape. This setup promises a thrilling exploration of fate and reincarnation, yet the execution often leaves the viewer overwhelmed by convoluted details. At its core, Kangua is a story about loyalty, destiny, and redemption. Both Kangua and Francis are bound by a powerful urge to protect a young child, tying their fates across centuries. The film explores how these values transcend time, with hints of reincarnation suggesting that certain bonds remain unbroken across lifetimes. The film also touches on themes of tradition versus progress, showing the juxtaposition between the simpler, honor-bound tribal world and the fast-paced, chaotic present. While these themes are thought-provoking, they often feel buried under an excess of subplots and characters, diluting their impact. Surya shines as both Kangua and Francis, convincingly portraying two distinct personalities with contrasting motivations. As Kangua, Surya is stoic and honorable, embodying a revered tribal prince. In contrast, his portrayal of Francis is playful and impulsive, adding a refreshing contrast. The supporting characters, while promising, are given limited screen time, with many, such as Disha Patani and Babdiyal's characters, reduced to brief appearances. The lack of development in these characters leaves the audience with only glimpses of potentially intriguing stories that are never fully explored. Visually, Kangua is a spectacle, especially in 3D. Cinematographer Vetri Palanisamy brings life to both Goa's vibrant streets and the tribal villages of 1070 with a rich atmospheric style. Certain sequences, like a battle involving snakes and scorpions, are beautifully choreographed and showcase creative fight dynamics that keep audiences on the edge. However, the frequent transitions between the two worlds sometimes result in jarring shifts in tone, disrupting the visual flow and causing disorientation for the viewer. The film's score intensifies the action with music that elevates emotional moments and underscores Kangua's epic narrative. Yet certain transitions, especially between present and past scenes, could have benefited from smoother sound design to ease viewers into the contrasting moods. While the soundtrack captures the tribal essence of Kangua's world, the present-day scenes sometimes lean on outdated musical choices that detract from the story's overall grandeur. Kangua's strengths lie in its bold storytelling and impressive visual effects. The fight scenes, especially the sequences with Kangua's tribe fighting without traditional weapons, stand out as cinematic highlights. Surya's performance is another significant asset, particularly in how he embodies two vastly different characters. Additionally, the film's attention to cultural detail, like the tribe's rituals and unique weapons, add authenticity and depth to Kangua's world, giving the fantasy elements a distinct flavor. The primary drawback of Kangua is its overloaded plot and scattered focus. The film's ambition to blend the timelines and explore complex themes is commendable, but it often results in confusion rather than coherence. Characters are introduced quickly, leaving little time for meaningful development. For instance, the villain's motives remain vague, and the various subplots surrounding the 5 villages are never fully unraveled. The film's desire to do too much at once leaves the audience struggling to connect emotionally with the story. While I appreciated Kangua's ambition, I found myself longing for a more streamlined narrative. The film's high-stakes action and fascinating mythology were overshadowed by the narrative's scattered nature, which detracted from what could have been a more emotionally resonant experience. Although comparisons with other epic fantasy films like Bahubali may come to mind, Kangua's ambition doesn't translate as effectively due to a lack of clarity in its storytelling approach. In the end, Kangua is a mixed experience. The film offers breathtaking visuals, innovative fight scenes, and a powerful performance by Surya, making it worth watching for fans of epic fantasy action. However, its overcomplicated narrative structure and underdeveloped characters may leave viewers feeling disconnected. Kangua will appeal to fans who enjoy high-concept fantasy and don't mind a complex story, but those looking for a focused and emotionally compelling tale may find it lacking. That's my opinion on Kangua. Do you agree with my thoughts? What are your thoughts on the film? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
What did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs.